What's up, everybody? We are live. Eric has fixed his hair. I don't care about mine. I mean, I really don't have that much left, so I don't care. Like, I'm not going to fix it as long as it's still there. Uh, welcome to When Tunes Combine. Of course.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Eric and I are in the same room. Have not. Well, actually, no. I'm not going to make any dirty jokes. We are.
A family show.
Yeah, this is a family show. I don't know how long it is actually still stayed a family show. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Get the ticker up there.
Yep.
All right. Make sure this is When Tunes Combine. Make sure subscribe, comment, hit that bell. Unless your girlfriend is named Belle, then don't hit her. Because that is not a lot. That is not nice. But all right, so this is episode 13, I believe, of When Tunes Combine.
Yes.
God, we've done 13 of these.
Yep.
I've written that much.
Yeah.
Good.
And last week, I ranked them. Remember?
Yeah. I mean, and last week I think you were pressured to put last week's episode in the last because your former boss didn't like it.
I know. I did that because it was my least favorite.
I am close enough. I can hit you. Anyway, so all right.
But you were agreeing with us.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't mean it didn't hurt. I mean, yeah, it was not. It probably wasn't that. Well, no, I don't think it was the worst one that I've done. It's up.
It's still good.
Yeah, I mean, it was. It wasn't my favorite one to write. I don't think it turned out bad.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
I just had to rank it because you kind of put me on the spot.
Yeah. And that other person, this is the problem of having chat rooms where people can voice their opinions. But all right, so episode 13, we are going to do Mighty Ducks, the animated series, and Biker Mice from Mars. We got some, big ones coming up. Couple weeks, I had a movie idea that I wrote out, so that's going to be in 2 weeks. Next week is going to be Cops and Wildcats. I'm working on the Real Ghostbusters and Courage the Cowardly Dog now. I should have that done in a couple days, and then that can be the episode
15.
Well, technically, the movie one would be episode 15.
Oh, okay.
Because the movie one's just going to be like a big one, kind of like what the Flintstones one and the Jetsons one were.
Okay, no, like the one that you do with the 5 too.
Well, yeah, except for this one, like I didn't do I integrated, like for the movie idea, I integrated all sorts of cartoon characters. So It's kind of like a cartoon all-star type thing. It's going to become like a regular series. I've got more movie ideas. I'm going to be using people that I don't like and that I do like as a motivation for the characters.
That should be fun.
Just I have to, contact the proper authorities about certain people that I use, so I'm not copywriting anything. All right. So here we go. Mighty Ducks and Biker Mice from Mars. Everybody strap in. Oh, before I start reading, I probably should tell everybody, as I do every episode, because for some reason I don't think you guys have gotten it yet. If you've never watched the show before or listened to the show or however you do it, I take normally 2 cartoons, sometimes more, turn them into kind of a collaboration or crossover. I write out the script. I read it out. This thing over here lets me know if he likes it or not. And if anybody's in the chat room, they can go ahead and comment and tell me if they like it or not.
I don't think anybody will be in the chat room today.
Oh, yeah, because we're doing it like early. For anybody that's joining us early, thank you for joining us, or because we are doing this early because we're going to see Beetlejuice tonight.
Yes.
All right. Lord Dragonus and his minions, Wraith, Siege, and Chameleon arrive in Chicago and go see Lawrence Limburger. "Hello, old chum," Limburger said. "Greetings, Limburger," said Dragonis. "I have a proposition for you," Limburger said, which is why I asked you here." "Go on," Dragonis said. "I've heard about your issues the with these so-called Mighty Ducks," Limburger said. "So if I assist you with your problems, maybe you can help me with the pesky biker mice." "I believe I can work with that," Dragonis answered. Meanwhile, the biker mice from Mars are riding around with their friend Charlie when an ally of Limburger's, Grease Pit, tries to get them to crash their bikes. "What are you doing here, Grease Goof?" Moto asked. Uh, uh, stuff," Grease Pit answered. Grease Pit, very smart man. "Thank you.
Mhm.
Don't need the pen in there for that because I'm not necessarily writing this." All right. Wraith, Siege, and Chameleon then abduct Charlie, and the biker mice try to rescue her, but Wraith throws a fireball at Throttle, and Siege throws Moto into a dumpster, and Chameleon transforms into a tiger and mauls Vinny. Wraith and company then take Charlie back to Limburger. "You're coming with us, girlie," Greasepits said. Lord Dragonis and Mr. Limburger will be, Lord Dragonis and Mr. Limburger will be pleased, Siege declared. Back at Limburger's headquarters, Limburger and Dragonis are very pleased with Dragonis' henchmen. "Very well done, dear boys," Limburger said. "Now let's destroy those inferior ducks," Dragonis then said. "Dr. Carbuncle," Limburger called. "Yes, Master Limburger," Carbuncle answered. "Go with Lord Dragonis to Anaheim and help him take care of those supposed mighty ducks." Limburger said. "Grease Pit and I will join you shortly." "Yes, sir," Dr. Carbuncle answered. Wraith, Siege, and Chameleon, Dragonis said. "You'll stay here and guard Mr. Limburger until he's ready to join us." "Sure thing, Lord Dragonis." "What are you goons gonna do with me?" Charlie asked. "You're coming with us, young lady," Dragonis said. Dragonis, Dr. Carbuncle, and Charlie stepped through a portal to go to Anaheim. Meanwhile, the biker mice wake up and wonder what happened. "Who were those goons with the Grease Pit?" Moto asked. "Whoever they were, they've got..." And then Vinny, very angry, goes, "Whoever they are, they got Charlie girl." Eh. Ugh. My notes for another show just fell out of my book. Yeah, we'll keep them there for right now. All right. "Let's go to Limburger and get her back," Throttle said. The biker mice go to Limburger's tower and face off with Dragonis' henchmen. "Where's Charlie?" Vinny asked. Lord Dragonis took her back to Anaheim. Ah, Wraith answered. "Who?" Throttle said. "Is that your cousin, Limburger?" Throttle asked. "He's an old friend," Limburger answered. Chameleon transforms into a jaguar and attacks Vinny again. Limburger opens up the portal and goes through it. Moto and Throttle chase the other henchmen through the portal. Vinny throws Chameleon off of him, gets back on his bike, and hits Chameleon through the portal. In Anaheim, the biker mice continue to chase Dragonis' henchmen and Limburger. They run into Phil Palmfeather, the manager of the Mighty Ducks hockey team. "Who are you?" Phil asked. Oh, gotta flip. Oh, there we go. Oh, gotta go forward, not backward. All right, here we
Oh, there you
go. All right. We're the biker mice from Mars, Throttle answered. We're looking for some guy named Dragonis, Vinny revealed. What do you guys know about Dragonis? Phil asked. He's got our girl Charlie, Moto answered. Come with me, Phil said. My clients know Dragonis very well. And Vinny goes, lead the way, pal. Palm Feather takes the biker mice to the Mighty Ducks arena. Hey, team, I've got some guys here looking for Dragonis, Phil said. Who are you guys? Wild Wing asked. We're the biker mice from Mars, Vinny answered. Vinny, Moto, and Throttle, and you are? We're the Mighty Ducks, Nosedive then replied back. Hold on, I gotta wipe my schnoz here. All right. I'm Nosedive. This is our leader, Wild Wing, and Grin, and Tanga, Duke, Larange, and Mallory. You ducks know this Lord Dragonis guy? Moto asked. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, we know him, Wild Wing answered. You got something to say?
Oh no, I was gonna help you hold.
You know you can talk too, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. He and the other jerk, Lawrence Limburger, have our friend Charlie, Vinny said. Did Dragonis have his other minions with him? Mallory asked. Yeah, they got lucky against us, Vinny replied. And then Nosedive says, that'll happen. So who's this Limburger guy? Groon asked. Ugh. He's our enemy from Chicago, Throttle answered. So our enemies have teamed up, Nosedive realized. That would be correct, Moto said. Okay, let's go get your friend. Or okay, let's go get your friend, Wild Wing said. Meanwhile, the Dragonis' ship, Limburger, Dragonis and Company, welcome Fred the Mutant and Tunnel Rat aboard. Welcome aboard, gentlemen, Dragonis said. Always good to see you, Mr. Limburger, Tunnel said. Happy to be here, boss, Fred stated. Dr. Carbuncle, do you have the girl hooked up to my machine? Dragonis asked. Yes, sir, Lord Dragonis, Dr. Carbuncle said. What machine, Dragonis? Limburger asked. I'm going to turn the biker mice's friend into my new minion, Dragonis answered. Terrific, Limburger said. Just then, the Mighty Ducks and biker mice broke into Dragonis' ship. Don't you just hate it when that happens? If you're a bad guy trying to turn a woman into a mutant, and then the good guys just show up and ruin your party.
Exactly.
Bunch of jerks. All right. Mind if we Nosedive says, mind if we crash the party? We've been expecting you, Race said. I don't find that real comforting, Vinny said. Where's Charlie? Moto asked. She's about ready to become my new minion, Dragonis said. And then Groon goes, guess again. Groon then smashed Dragonis' machine. Greasepit tried to attack Groon, but Moto hit him with his bike. That hurt, Greasepit said. Groon goes, you sound like you sound like me, Groon declared. Because they're both voiced by the same guy in their respective cartoons.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it would help if I could do the impression, but what are you going to do?
That's interesting.
Greasepit goes, no, you sound like me. Wraith then went to throw fire at Vinny, but Nosedive hit him with his hockey stick. Fred tries to attack Tanya, but she throws him across the ship. Dragonis attacks Wild Wing, but Moto hits him with his bike.
You have them play hockey together?
No. I don't think so. Mallory unhooks Charlie from the machine. Limburger tries to run, but Duke catches him and throws him through a wall. Mallory leads Charlie and the biker mice off the ship. Siege goes to hit Wild Wing, but he ducks and Tunnel Rat gets hit. The ducks escape the ship. Everybody good? Wild Wing asked. I'm pretty sure we got off the ship, Vinny answered. Thank you for saving me, Charlie said. Yeah, thanks for the help rescuing Charlie girl, Vinny said. No problem, Wild Wing said. We should do this again sometime. We'll at least hang out. The biker mice and Charlie head back to Chicago.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
I would watch it.
So would I.
I'd give that an 8.
Aw, thank you. Yeah. Definitely.
It actually worked.
I think it would too. It's just also Biker Mice isn't necessarily a Disney property, but I still think it would work. So, but no, that was one that I was definitely happy to write, and didn't take. I thought it was going to take a little longer, but it didn't. Mainly because it probably wasn't 19 pages.
What was it? 6?
It was like 8, I think, or like 7 or 8, 7, 8, maybe 9. But yeah, we are definitely going to see more of them, more of the Biker Mice and the Mighty Ducks in the future. Because, like I said, I am working on movie ideas. The first one, which will be the episode in 2 weeks. Now they're not in it. They're not going to be in it in the series yet. I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
Like I said, the first movie has already been written. It'll be the subject of the first movie script has been written. It'll be read in a couple weeks, and I'm working on
October 5th, I guess.
Right? Yeah, and then and then I'm working on volume 2 now, but I'm also working on the next 2 cartoon crossover, which
next week is Cops and
next week's going to be Cops and Wildcats. That's another one I was really happy to. That's another one I was really happy to write because it's another kind of action-packed one.
Yeah, that sounds really intriguing because I didn't know there was a Cops animated series.
Yeah, well, it's not based on the
show.
Yeah, it's not based on the show. It came out before the show. As a matter of fact, they actually when they replayed in syndication, the cartoon actually had to rename itself Cyber Cops because they didn't want to get confused, even though they came before
the Cops.
Yeah. But it was another interesting one to write. I mean, all these have been kind of interesting. I know last week wasn't necessarily.
Last week was still good.
Yeah.
I just had to rank it last.
Yeah. Because Karen told you to.
Because I like the other ones better.
Yeah.
No.
But and plus, like the ones that are like the action cartoons kind of mixed with like the family ones, it doesn't necessarily make all that sense. I mean, some of them can, but like this one made a lot more sense to do because you had 2 like action-packed crime fighting teams kind of working together.
Exactly. And next week, same thing.
Yeah, so next week's probably hopefully going to be another hit, and it'll probably be the usual time next week. We're only doing this early because we have a movie to go see later on.
Yep.
So, and it's funny. So, like, with the movie, the movies are the movie that I wrote, like. It was funny trying to do it because like I got this whole like concept and it's going to be like all different volumes. So basically I'm writing like a movie series. Like they're all going to kind of be intertwined somehow. I mean, kind of, but not really. but like there'll be like the films and like the series or something like that.
And that will be the first one will be in 2 weeks.
Yeah, first one will be in 2 weeks. It's called, so the concept of the thing, and I'll go ahead and I'll reveal it. The series is called Toon City. So
Okay.
basically, all the cartoons are living in the same city. It's called Toon City. And the first one is called Don't Run Away. It's about a little boy who runs away from home after his mother grounds him after he bit her boyfriend. Uh
Ooh.
and
The Toon City is the name of the series.
yeah, Toon City is the name of the movie series, but the name of this first movie is called Don't Run Away.
Don't run away.
All right. You're in it, by the way.
Oh, nice.
I mean, you're under a different name, but because I changed everybody's name. I wrote like I had the character kind of based on certain people. Like there are certain people that
Am I a villain?
no,
Oh, okay.
you're not even in it that long.
Oh. Are you gonna reveal who else is in it?
Not really. I might tell them like privately, but I don't want any, especially if they don't like the direction of their character. I don't want to get sued.
Well, since I'm part of the show, that's why you can tell me.
Well, yeah. That and I can technically countersue you for emotional distress and being a pain in my ass.
Is that even a thing?
I don't know. I think emotional distress is, but it's like stupid. It's
I would never sue you.
yeah. Good because you have more than I do. I mean, we're not allowed to see it because we're not allowed to step foot in your house, but but trust me, folks, he has a lot more than I do.
You've been in my house before.
Yeah, through the front door. It had having to wait at the, at the front or inside the front door, waiting for you to do whatever. I've never walked on the carpet.
You don't have carpet anymore, at least in the family room.
I've never walked on the hardwood floor. Well, the hardwood floor that's not the entryway. I've never been in the kitchen. I've never been on the back patio.
Well, if the Bills and Eagles ever met in the Super Bowl, maybe I'll have a Super Bowl party. So pray for that.
Yeah, your mother would never allow it.
I think she would.
We'll say I'm not gonna dog your mother on air. Like I do that enough privately, so I'm gonna be nice to her this time. At least until we get off air. But yeah, so all right, so next week is Cops and Wildcats.
I'm so surprised your mom's not in the chat.
She probably doesn't even know they were getting ready to do it because I didn't hype the show.
Oh, that's right. Because this was last minute 2:45.
Yeah, because I mean we knew we were going to do it early, but we didn't exactly know what time.
She'll probably text you later.
Aren't you doing a show? Yeah, we already did it. Check YouTube.
You better text her before we leave, so that way she doesn't.
I'll have my phone on silent. So, and plus, she usually calls Sharon before she calls any of us.
Oh
yeah. But all right, so that does it for this week's episode. Because got nothing else.
We have nobody in the chat, so
yeah, we have nobody in the chat to tell me that this is a 5 out of 10. So.
Hey, at least she was on.
Yeah. But
I was honest too.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah. Oh no, it's definitely what I want. Which is also if I like the person.
I still said it was a good show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was. I mean, the episode last week was fine. I mean, they've all been pretty good.
Oh yeah, I've enjoyed all the episodes. I've been on 12 with 13.
Yeah. You tagged out of the one, even though you were technically still home.
Yeah, I think I didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you're just like, sorry, Doug. It's like, all right, it's okay. I'm sick of you anyway. But all right, so we'll see everybody next week for Cops and Wildcats. Of course, Dutchie, Money E, the male Thelma and Louise.
Don't forget to subscribe to our other channels. Bros Down with Daniel and Bobbio.
Yep.
And Stabcast with Mindy and Daniel. And Unscripted Sports Show with myself and my brother.
Don't forget our flagship show. I mean, they got a
flagship show. My Wrestling Through the Years.
Yeah. I mean, technically, like all these other shows need to catch up to that show as far as subscribers go, but
yeah,
that's our bread.
Wrestling Through the Years. We're almost at 100.
Yeah. Subscribe to Wrestling Through the Years, the Stabcast, the Bro Down, Unscripted Sports Show. Unless Clint is on, then don't subscribe to it. It sucks. And of course, subscribe to When Tunes Combine.
Help us get subs up. Especially on Wrestling Through the Years. We want to get to 100.
Yeah. So help us get those numbers up. All right, we'll see everybody next week.
Good job, Doug.
Thank you.